Hey everybody, give me a minute. Let me get chat pulled up so I can see who's all in here. There's a lot of us live tonight. I had to make my rounds and tell everybody hi before I went live. Can you guys see everything all right? I had to stretch my bendy arm way across the table because, of course, I'm on the far side of the canvas tonight. Go freaking figure. All right, let's see who is in here. We've got Anne. Hi, Anne. Hi, Robert. Hi, Brittany. Glad you guys made it in. Good. I am working on my drills and chills painting. And believe it or not, guys, I am like over halfway done with this. I'm starting on the second half with this little section, and I'm really trying not to shake the camera too much. Um, Before the live is over, if you guys remind me, I will take you guys off of my little bendy arm and I'll show you what I got done so far. It's looking so good. I did not I was skeptical on how this was going to turn out because it is a Victoria's moon. It was sent to me for review. I was like, "Oh, it's kind of Halloweenish. Why not go ahead and do it for drills and chills?" But I know a lot of people have had issues with the clarity of um the image, so we will see. It is a 50 by 70. The only thing I don't like is the training wheels, but I will say this, their drills are covering the lines. So I don't really mind them as long as the drills cover the circles. I just have to be really precise when I place my drills. Hey Nick and Tina. I have 4 paintings and I sold my paintings today. Like the ones you finished, you sold? Anne? I have not been to your live before until now. Well, welcome, Robert. I'm glad you made it. I got a couple things up my sleeve maybe for tonight. We'll see. We usually just sit here and chat and, BS and whatever, but I really need to get a whip and chat done, guys. Um Problem is, I am the worst person trying to come up with something to talk about. It's impossible. So, I know it's been a while since I've done like a get to know me type of thing, and I've noticed a lot of the other creators are doing like question and answer type things. I was like, that'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna put a post up in mine and Nana's Facebook group where you guys can put questions. And then tonight, while we're in here, if you want to submit questions that you'd like me to answer in that whip and chat, it can be anything about my life, anything about diamond painting, other crafts, whatever. Any question that comes to mind, I will jot it down and I will answer it in that whip and chat. Because I really want to do a whip and chat. It's been a long time. Hey, Island Girl, how are you? Sorry, guys. Gotta drink some Red Bull. But that and we haven't played the Dirty Minds question and answer game in a while. So maybe after the kiddos go to bed here in about 30 minutes, I'll pull that out. If you guys want to anyway. Cool. And I have 5 diamond paintings. One is 35 by 45 and 4 30 by 40. They're a round drill. I don't mind squares, but I'll tell you what, I prefer rounds. I don't know, I can just get them done so much quicker, and I'm so OCD that when I do squares, I fidget with my drills so much. It's ridiculous. Like I literally spend half my time that I should be diamond painting fidgeting with my drills. And I'm like, this is freaking ridiculous. What am I doing? Yeah, so you guys say a prayer for me. My kids start school tomorrow, online remote learning. You guys, I don't even know what I'm doing. You would think that the school would send out an email or have a Zoom meeting with the parents or something, at least a week before school started. No. Today, the day before, they send out the remote learning contracts for us to sign, but no information. Like, I don't know where my daughter's supposed to be in the morning as far as logging in for her teacher for Google Classroom. I have no idea what is going on. So I don't know. Pray for me, guys, because between dealing with a 5-year-old and almost 9-year-old, with school in itself is going to make me want to rip my hair out. But then when you add this Podunk Town school district that doesn't have their crap together at all. See, I'm the type of person, if I want to do something, I plan it. I'm a planner. I want to know what my day is going to look like. And so I want to plan out my kids' school days, not just sit there and wait for an email every single day, not knowing what to do till the day of. Like, that's just not going to work for me. So I'm kind of stressed out, wondering how this is even going to go. I'm good, thanks. Tired after my day at work. We're glad to join you for a bit. I'm glad you could join us too, Island Girl. It's not very often I get to see you in here. I'm telling you what, Nick and Tina, I love her channel. I love it. I love Island Girl. I like watching her videos and seeing her tropical amazingness that she lives in. I would give anything to live on an island. I know it has its downfalls, but it's so beautiful. My dream is to live by a big body of water, and I'm obsessed with freaking palm trees. I don't know what it is. It's like I see them and I'm like, ooh, vacation. Awesomeness. My best friend used to live in Florida, and I'd visit her twice a year because her husband worked for the airline. So I got to fly for free. And dude, it was amazing. I loved it. It was like as soon as I got there, all the stresses of life just fell off my shoulders. It was so awesome. What's the cover reminder you have? This one? Let's see. It's like Freddy, Leatherface, Jason, Hellraiser, Michael Myers, and Chucky is that one. This one is a bat. If I'm moving in the camera here. Yeah, that one's a bat. Figured it was drills and chills. I might as well use my Halloween cover reminders. And then I got a pumpkin. I had to have that one of the horror movie people. I was like, that's amazing. Gave me an idea for my next video, Drea. I'll do videos of my tropical paradise all for you. Yay! You guys, I don't know what it is. I would love to come visit you. I don't ever get to leave though. Being a full-time mom, I'm always stuck here. I know. Oh, believe me, I know. I've seen all your amazing videos. I'm so jealous. I was born to the wrong family. I wish I would have been born and and raised in a tropical island and just everything like the your guys' traditions and everything's just so cool. It's neat to learn about something that you don't get to live every day, and I don't know, I'm really fascinated and jealous, not gonna lie. Very jealous. Yum. I love coconut. I remember I went to Riviera Maya, Mexico with my ex-husband for our honeymoon. And there was a guy down on the beach like once a day, and he was making these drinks, and he made them in a pine or not a pineapple, a coconut. And he was like, "You two share one, it'll knock you on your butt." Dude, they were strong. I don't know what he put in those, but oh my goodness, they were good though. I'm not good at history, Robert. Where's Victoria, BC? If I didn't have kids, I'd probably pack up and move somewhere tropical. Just be like, goodbye. I mean, because I already live an hour or more away from all of my friends and family. I moved kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Like, I lived here for like 6 years before I knew anybody. I didn't know anybody in this town until I met my current husband. Because, see, he was raised around here, so he knows a lot of people. I don't really know anybody. I still don't. I like to keep to myself. You guys are my friends. I talk to you guys more than I talk to anybody, to be honest. British Columbia. Okay. All right. That makes sense. I'm not good at the acronyms. I bet it's beautiful there too. I'm telling you what, COVID's going crazy everywhere. Dude, my son that's in Head Start, he was supposed to start school today. And we got an email that two teachers already have COVID, so they're extending start date to the 21st. I'm like, okay. Um, on a positive note, my little boy Abel, his birthday's tomorrow. He will be 5. I can't believe my baby boy's 5. Makes me feel so old. My oldest son just turned 16. My oldest daughter will be 19 in October. And she's been in college for about a month now, and she's absolutely loving it, guys. She never wants to come home. I'm like, oh. And Peyton, my 8-year-old, she will be 9 on the 21st of September, and then Abel will be 5 tomorrow. They make me feel old, guys. So old. How is it even possible? Where am I from? Um, I was born in Missouri and grew up and raised in Missouri. And I moved to Kansas when my oldest daughter was like 4 months old. And I've been in Kansas ever since. I hate Kansas and I hate Missouri, to be honest, guys. The Midwest is not fun. I don't like it. Thank you, Island Girl. I'll let him know. I think he's in the living room with his dad, but I'm sure you guys will hear him melt down here pretty quick because dad will be putting him to bed here in about 15 minutes. And those of you that have been in here before knows my son does not like to go to bed, so you will get to witness a meltdown. That's gonna stink with the beaches being closed, though. Because I'm telling you what, if I lived by the ocean, that is where I'd be every single day. Because where I live, like a few blocks from my house, is the Missouri River. And like if I need time to just clear my head, I'll drive down there and I'll sit on one of the benches and I will literally just stare off into the river and watch the water flow and just clear my head. I don't know what it is about water. It's very calming and relaxing and just helps me feel better. It's my happy place. I gotta get my schedule back on track too. I don't know how this is gonna work. I've been staying up all night diamond painting, guys, all night. And my husband, he's been going to bed pretty early, so he'll get up and deal with the kids, but I gotta get up tomorrow. So I might have to take some melatonin tonight so I can actually go to bed. I don't know, I just enjoy the peace and quiet in the evening when everybody's in bed and I can diamond paint and watch all your guys' videos and, just have me time. And then before I know it, I look at the clock and I'm like, oh, it's 5 a.m. Shoot. Honestly, Island Girl, I've had tornadoes like around me my whole life. I've only witnessed one, and it was when I was at Girl Scout camp when I was younger. I don't remember like seeing the tornado itself or anything. I just remember we had to hide in a ditch because I mean, we were at Girl Scout camp. There was really nowhere to go. So we had to hide in a ditch. And I remember things blowing around, and that was the closest I've ever been. Other than that, I mean, we have tornado sirens that go off, and like I've had a few that hit the outskirts of the town I live in now, but nothing has ever came through town. Thank goodness. Kansas has a lot of fields and stuff like that, so that seems to be where they tend to hit is out in the country for some reason. I bet it is horrible. I bet it is beautiful. I can only imagine. It's gorgeous. I know when like I said, when I was in Mexico, I didn't want to sleep. I wanted to spend every minute I had just enjoying the beauty around me. And I know Mexico isn't beautiful by no means, but if you stay on the resort, which for the most part I did, it's pretty. I only left the resort once, and that was to go down to the shopping strip to go shopping. And yeah, it's kind of rough, but on the resort, because I went to a 5-star adults only resort and it was absolutely gorgeous. See, I would think hurricanes will be scary too. I guess when you don't, when you're not used to experiencing some kind of natural disaster, it's scarier to you because you really don't know. But I mean, yeah, it's scary, when the tornado sirens go off, and especially when it's freaking like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta get my kids up and go in the basement. I'm just like, are you serious? And you never know how long you're gonna be down there. I've only had it happen a few times like that, and they were babies. And see, their bedrooms are upstairs, and mine's downstairs by the front door. So, of course, I'm not going to leave my babies upstairs, even if it's not even close. I'm not risking it. And it's like, dang it, I just got them to sleep. Why, Mother Nature? Why? But I mean, I've never had, thank goodness, had to deal with one, tearing up my home or anything like that. And I haven't really known anybody that's had their homes messed up. But what I've dealt with the most out here where I live is floods. The Missouri River has flooded so many times. It's really horrible because we live far enough away from it that it didn't really affect us. But like just minutes down the road on the other side of the bridge, those houses were completely underwater, and it's so sad. Those people have rebuilt so many times. But that's what we deal with the most out here is flooding. I mean, it is an inconvenience to me too, because, if I need to go to the doctor, some of my appointments are in St. Joe and it's only about a 30-minute drive. Well, if that bridge is closed to get over that direction, I have to backtrack all the way almost an hour and a half out of my way just to get to my appointment. So, I mean, it affects me in that way. And there was a good, I want to say 4 or 5 months that that bridge was closed earlier, I think like a year ago, because it flooded that bad. What do you call them? I'm drawing a blank. Something broke. I can't remember what the exact name is. I know what it is. I'm just having a brain fart. But it's scary. Any natural disaster is scary to have to live through. I mean, and around here, so many people got together to try and sandbag and, block the river from going over, but there was no way. I don't think there was enough sand in this county to stop it from going over. Hey, Saphira's mama. How are you? Yeah, so tomorrow, we're gonna wing it with this first day of school. I have no idea how it's gonna go because they haven't told me anything, which is amazing. But we're also gonna make a cake for my son, and they always get one gift on their actual birthday. We're not, since their birthdays are so close together, they're young enough that I can get away with doing their birthday parties together. So I'm not doing their birthday party until October 3rd, which is right after Peyton's birthday. I was gonna do it the weekend of after hers, but they're at their dad's that weekend, so we're gonna do it on the 3rd. And so they each get a present on their birthday, make their day special. And then they'll have they'll get the rest of their presents at their party, which when I say party, it's just family members and close friends. They haven't really gotten to the age of wanting a bunch of their friends here. I mean, Peyton kind of is, but right now with COVID, I wouldn't risk that anyway. I mean, there's a few little kids that come over. My neighbor runs a daycare, and Peyton's friends with some of the little girls that she watches over there and her grandkids, so they usually come. But other than that, it's mainly family. I just do cake and ice cream and let them open their presents and play, and just kind of an excuse to get together and spend time together. Because, like I said, I live at least an hour, some of them more than an hour away from all my family and friends. None of them live out here. I mean, I've made friends out here. There's a couple friends that I'm really close with, but not a whole lot. I'm one of those people that I keep my circle small. I want quality over quantity when it comes to my friends. I guess it's from I've gone through so much in life and been backstabbed so many times that I'm just really careful who I choose to hang around. Hey Billy, how are you? Wow, that's sad. We have lots of flooding here too during hurricane season. I bet you guys do. It is sad. It's horrible. I am sore but glad to not to now be awake to GP. Why are you sore, Saphira's mama? Something happened? Love you, Peyton. I'm the same, Dre. You get tired of it after a while. You really do. Like are you going to bed? No. Okay, I love you. I'll see you in the morning. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you get people around you with bad intentions because I used to be the type, and I still am to an extent, the type of person to just do anything for anybody. And, about 5 years ago, I told myself I needed to learn to start saying no because, there were a couple roommate situations where I let people move in and it backfired on me. And I just got to the point that I've realized I can't help everybody. And I have to think about me and my kids and my family first. So I don't do roommates at all anymore because every single one of them have backfired in my face. And that, you lose friends that way too, because you truly get to know somebody when you live with them. And, this is my home. This is where my kids are. And, you know, there are certain things that I'm not okay with. Like my kids, I don't drink around my kids. Like, I'd hardly ever drink anyway, but you know, I don't deal with the coming home wasted drunk and being around my children and stuff like that. And some people, that's the life they want, and that's their choice. But this is my home. So, I just I don't bring people into my sanctuary anymore. You going to bed, Abel? Hey, Island Girl said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You going to bed?
Yeah.
Like a big boy? May not get to see a meltdown tonight. He sounds like he's going to go to bed good. I think he wants his presents in the morning. I think that's why he's going to bed good. Oh, I'm sorry, Saphira's mama. I know living in pain is not fun. I have fibromyalgia, so I don't know what it feels like to not be in pain. I'll be honest, if I woke up with no pain, I'd probably think I was dead. I hope you get to feeling better. Are you right-handed or left-handed? I know, Island Girl. We all want our presents, right? Who doesn't like presents? You're right-handed? Well, at least that's a plus. You can still diamond paint. I know before I had my last cervical surgery, I had a nerve being compressed, and I mean, I wasn't grateful, it hurt, but I was grateful that the nerve pain was shooting down my left arm and not my right arm, because I was like, man, if this was my right arm, I'd be really unhappy. Because the only thing I really do for myself is diamond paint. Like, I don't really do a whole lot other than that. I mean, yeah, I'm a mom, but that's not something for me. This is the only thing I really do. I mean, I color too sometimes. I haven't colored in a long time, but I would be really sad if I couldn't diamond paint. I've even got a setup that I use in my bed when I can't sit at this table, because sometimes it hurts me. Like right now, this canvas is laying flat, but I can't diamond paint for too long with my neck looking down, because I've got 3 levels that are fused in my neck. And so it gets to where it starts hurting and gets stiff. And now when my back spasms come, it feels like 10. Highest pain level. Yeah, back pain's no joke. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, back pain's no joke, Robert. I have issues in my cervical spine, my thoracic spine, and my lumbar spine. So I 100% feel your pain. And yeah, it's no joke. Heating pad is my best friend. I actually go this coming Monday to get my nerves burned in my neck. So I still plan on going live next Tuesday, but I've never had this done before, so I don't know what I'm gonna be like the next day, or how it's going to affect my fibromyalgia, if it's going to flare it up or not. I really don't know. So I plan on going live unless you guys hear otherwise. I should be live next Tuesday as normal. I'll probably have a different setup. I'll probably go live from my bed with my tray table and work on my TSA. That way, by the way, my TSA, oh my God, I am loving that canvas. It's the first one I've worked on. Their rounds, for those of you that have never done one, are the same size as squares. They're 2.5. I love those drills. I really, really love those drills. I can't wait to see what the comparison of detail is with those versus the bigger rounds, because I know Some people say, squares give a more detailed image when it's finished than rounds do. But I'm wondering, with those rounds being the same size as the squares, if they're going to give off, the same amount of detail. But either way, I am loving the rounds on TSAs. They're amazing. I missed that. Why do you have spinal fusions? I had two different surgeries. I had one back in 2013 and I had one 2 years ago. And I had to get it done. I didn't have a choice. If I would not have had the surgery, I would have been paralyzed. This last one, he said he had been doing fusions for years and he has never in his life seen a disc as large as mine was. And that if we would have waited even a week longer, I probably would have been temporarily paralyzed until they fixed it. But I have really bad disc. I have degenerative disc disease and I have spinal stenosis. And so my discs just give out and they rupture or they, bulge or get really bad herniated to the point that they compress nerves and cause nerve damage. Um, so the first surgery I had two levels done, and the second surgery I had one level. And I'll be honest, like it doesn't help with the pain. The nerve pain that shot down my arm, it for the most part took away. I mean, obviously, I've got some nerve damage that it hurts sometimes, but for the most part, the nonstop pain, the nerve damage pain, it went away. Now, the pain that I've had in my neck, to be honest, it got worse after the surgery. Because basically, the only reason they do the surgeries like cervical fusions and stuff like that is because, or even fusions in other parts of your back, is if they're compressing nerves, like making your hands tingly or numb or losing feeling, or, like if it's in your lower back, you can lose bladder control or use of your legs. That's why they do the surgeries, not for the pain, because the pain, honestly, it doesn't do anything for the pain. It makes it worse, way worse. So my advice is if you don't have to have surgery, don't do it because it starts a domino effect because it weakens the level above and below where they've done the fusion. So if you're in an accident or, that level just decides to give out on you, which eventually it will, you're gonna have surgery after surgery after surgery. I mean, and that's basically what happened to me. I had the first surgery, I was in an accident, and the level below where I had had my surgery, the disc blew out really, really bad. I have back issues, but as long as I get the muscles massaged, it does feel better. Yeah, see, like I can get a massage, but I have to be careful how hard they push because I have fibromyalgia that sometimes it does more harm than good. I take muscle relaxers 3 times a day, so that definitely helps. I didn't think it helped until I went off of them at one point, and I could definitely tell a difference. Heating pad is my best friend. You have degenerative disc disease too. Yeah, it's not fun. And like I don't know what it's called. It wasn't scoliosis or nothing, but like the natural bend that you have in your spine, mine goes the opposite way. So like if the bend is like this, mine's like bending back for some reason. I had a neurologist tell me I needed to become best friends with a spinal surgeon. I'm like, well, that's cool. Thank you. So, I mean, in reality, at some point in my life, I'll probably end up in a wheelchair. But that's okay. I can diamond paint from a wheelchair. I'll be all right. I have a couple times lost feeling in my legs, but since what is that? Micro discectomy. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Well, I'm glad that helped. Hi, Jill. Sometimes I have back pain and I'm deaf in my left ear. I don't know that the back pain would cause anything with the ear. There's not, because most of the nerves in your back either run into your arms or your legs. I talked to your doctor about that for sure. See, I thought it was scoliosis too, but they told me that's not what it is. So I don't know. You have CP, Robert? Oh, okay. Do something real quick. Hold on. I've been meaning to do this the last few times I've been live, and I keep forgetting. I'm gonna wrench a few of you. I need some new moderators. If I wrench you and you didn't want it, just tell me and I'll take it off. Or smurf you or whatever. Yes, you got smurfed. Well, because sometimes my lives switch up. Like sometimes everybody will be in here, sometimes a few are, and it's like I gotta have a few. Better to have too many than none, right? Let's see. Scrolling back up, I forgot who was all in here. I bet it is, Robert. Thank you, Island Girl. Sadly, my CRPS is worse. I've heard that's really bad. I forgot what I was watching the other day. I think it was a lady on TikTok that was talking about that she had that. Yes, babe. Bye. I know I heard that. I'm like preparing everybody for a meltdown, and he didn't even have a meltdown. What'd you do? You told him if he goes to bed, he gets his presents. I told you. I knew that's what it was. Gotta go to bed. I mean, no fight. You ain't gotta cry. We're still gonna go to bed. I think he's starting to figure that out. If he comes down and has a fit, I'll message you, so keep your phone on. Jay's going to the garage where he belongs. Move your pillows out there, and I ain't got any. I swear to God, I don't. And if I have one, you're not smoking it. You have two on it. I don't think there is. I don't think there's any in there. Oh, there's two. There is two? Well, then leave the other one in there for me. I haven't had a cigarette in like 4 days. I'm doing really good. I don't really smoke full time anymore. I just get a wild hair every now and then where I want one. I vape all the time. But you know, sometimes my husband gets on my nerves and I gotta have a cigarette. Goodbye. Yes, please do. All right, got rid of the hubby. All right, Nick and Tina. Okay, so do you guys Want to play this game? I don't know if any of you guys were in here when I've played this game. It's fun. You got to have a sense of humor though, because basically what it is the clues are dirty or they sound dirty, but the answer is clean. Like it'll give you here, I'll give you an example. Let's see. Let's do book 4, I guess. Basically, okay, let me give you an example. Because there's 3 clues for each one. All right, so this is just an example. It says, stick me in your slot and I'll put on a show. I've got double D's. Anytime you want, you can stick me in my box. It's a DVD, like an actual DVD. So, I mean, like, the clues sound questionable, but the answers are clean. It's just for fun. We don't have to play. It's up to you guys. We'll take a vote, and whoever wants to, we can do it. If not, we can just keep chit-chatting. Don't matter to me. That's okay, Sophia's mama. Sometimes when I'm in live, I just work and lurk because that's when I get my good diamond painting done. You guys haven't noticed I don't get much diamond painting done when I'm live because I like to talk with you guys. I get a little bit done. But I'll leave it up to you guys. It don't matter to me. I just known it'd been a while since we done an activity in Alive, so because I went MIA for a while and had to catch up with everybody. I know one of these weeks I want to do another live tattoo session for you guys, but we got to talk Jay into it. I always have to bug him for my tattoos because, see, mine are free. I don't pay him for my tattoos, and so he's less apt to want to tattoo because he's not getting paid. So I've got to talk him into it. But I know a few of you really enjoyed that one. You're funny, Island Girl. Yes, it was horrible. I've actually got, let's see, can I get both my hands in here? Yeah. I've got, my hands are pretty well covered. But I'm telling you what, these on my knuckles, they were the worst. Out of everything that I've gotten done, my knuckles hurt the worst. Hands and knuckles, yeah, they hurt. Because you got to think there's less skin there. It's mainly, bone under there. So when you're tattooing, it literally feels like the needle is vibrating on your bone. It's not, but it just feels like it, and it hurts. When he touched up my knuckles, because your fingers and hands, they fade the fastest. So they have to be touched up. And he touched up my knuckles not too long ago, and I was screaming. And he was like, "Oh my God, stop. It ain't that bad." And I was like, "I don't want to hear it. Shush. It hurts." I told him, I was like, "Just hurry up and get it done." Yeah, the hands are not fun. You have to really, really want that tattoo. Because and I mean, I'm covered in tattoos. I got a lot of tattoos. But that and the one that I just got that's on my throat, it hurt pretty bad too. But I really wanted that one because I have the scars from my surgery and I really wanted them covered because I didn't like them at all. The first surgery, the guy was really nice and hid it in like the crease of my neck. So it didn't bother me. I didn't really notice it. But my last surgery, dude, it's like he just cut diagonal down my neck and I'm like, are you serious right now? Like for the longest time, it was the ugliest scar because I mean, when they're fresh, they're really nasty looking. I mean, it lightened up, over time, but it was healed and I was ready to have it covered. I waited, like I said, almost 2 years before I got it covered, but I wanted it. Well, I kept waiting because I was like, man, what if I have another surgery? Are they gonna mess it up? And my husband was like, you'll be fine. Whatever they do, I can fix it. And I'm like, okay. Because that's my biggest fear is them messing it up. I've always wanted a tattoo, but I'm chicken when it comes to pain. It's a different kind of pain though, Island Girl. It's more of an annoying pain. Like it's more, I don't know, it depends where you get it too. It really does. My advice is if you decide to go get a tattoo, start small, get something little, and because the more detail in a tattoo, your skin gets like almost raw, and that's when it starts hurting. So I would say get something small and either get it, on the typical outer part of your upper arm, or like another good spot is like the back of your shoulder, like the upper part of your back, like where right behind your shoulder there. That part don't hurt at all, in my opinion. The one on the back of my neck did not hurt at all. I'm trying to think of some other places that don't really hurt too bad. Honestly, those are the places that I don't think hurt very much. My forearms didn't hurt too bad. This part of my arm didn't hurt too bad. So I mean, yeah, I mean it's not bad though. Girl, I cringe when the doctor, you know what? My husband is covered head to toe, Island Girl, with tattoos. But when he goes to the doctor and they want to give him a shot or something, he freaks out. Okay. And he looks ridiculous because he's covered in tattoos. But it is a different kind of stick. It is nothing like getting your blood drawn or getting a shot because you got to figure that needle goes all the way in you. A tattoo needle is only going in like half the tip of your drill pin. Like it's barely going in your skin. I mean, it is repetitively at a fast rate, but it's not going even close to as deep as a shot or getting an IV or a blood drawn or anything like that. Like it's not even close. And like I said, it's honestly more of an annoying type pain. But my advice is start small. Don't pick something huge. I've seen so many people come in here to my husband and want these big old tattoos, and they're like, "Oh, it's my first tattoo." I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is gonna be a 6 session tattoo." And dude, there's this one kid. I don't know why he keeps getting tattooed, but it's honestly hilarious, and he knows he does it because he does it every freaking time. He'll get these ridiculously large tattoos, okay, and he passes out every single time. We don't know. I think he's holding his breath, and you can't do that. You got to breathe, man. And he keeps passing out. And the first time Jay thought he was playing, and dude was really passed out. I was like, oh my God. I've only seen that happen once. And my first tattoo was on my ankle. And I was stupid and held my breath. And I started hearing things like I was in a tunnel and I almost passed out. They made me sit in the middle of the tattoo shop with my head between my legs so I didn't pass out. I was fine after that though. I just told myself, hey, you need to remember to breathe. Hey, Paula. The worst spot for a tat is on top of the bone. See, my feet did not hurt. Like, there's so many people that say the feet hurt or like the collarbones. None of those areas hurt for me. The ones that hurt the most was right in between. Like, I have like a koi fish where the top of it kind of hits like right in between, kind of where my boobs are. That hurt. Like, right in the middle of your chest hurts. And my hands and my fingers. Those are the ones that hurt the worst for me. But different people react differently to different spots because my feet didn't hurt at all. And I'm weird. Like, if I can watch them tattoo, like if it's on a spot on my body that I can watch, it seems to hurt less for some reason than if I can't see it. And why is my daughter trying to call me during my live? Decline. Oops, sorry guys. Let me get on Facebook and message my daughter and tell her. I've heard a lot of people say the top of the foot hurt them, but I don't know why. It just did not hurt me. Not at all. Get on Facebook here and tell my daughter that I am live. What do you want? It's funny. She loves college, but she calls me every single day. That's okay though. I like hearing from her. Justice. I'm live, babe. There we go. Let's see. For a second there, I thought you had a tugboat in the room. No, it was my phone vibrating. My daughter, I've gone live Tuesdays, same time forever, but she forgets. And I always tell her, I'm like, hey, babe, you can come into my live if you miss mom and you want to see her. She's like, I'll never watch your lives. She was so mad when I started my YouTube channel. She was like, Mom, please don't. Please, please. I'm like, Justice. So it's not like your friends are going to watch me. How many of your friends diamond paint? She's like, none. I said, so why would they be searching diamond painting on YouTube? She's like, I don't know, Mom, just please don't. And I'm like, well, I'm going to. So, I didn't exactly ask if it was okay with you. I'm just letting you know, hey, Mom's starting a YouTube channel. And then I downloaded TikTok and she was like, no, please don't do that too. I haven't really done much on there, but yeah. We're not cool, even though it wasn't very long ago that I was her age. But she sees me as ancient, apparently. See, she said she's only had one moment of homesickness, Saphira. She she said she loves it there and has no desire to come home because they're making them move home. I think starting Thanksgiving, and they'll be here, I think, through the first of the year. They basically have to leave the dorms. So she's like, I don't want to come home. I'm not looking forward to that at all. And I'm just like, well, we kind of are, because it's weird. Like when I go to buy dinner or make dinner and call everybody down to eat, and it's like, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. It's really weird. I miss her. I mean, I'm glad she's happy and I'm glad it's going good. I mean, I'd be miserable if I knew that she wasn't happy and, she wasn't enjoying college. It would make it harder on me as a mom. But it's still hard on me. She made me a mom. She was my first baby, and to have her not here, it's just weird. Because I've always had her, because her dad has never been in the picture. So, to not have her here and not know she makes it home at night and to not know if she ate lunch or if she ate dinner, it's a weird feeling. But I'm proud of her. I'm glad she's pursuing her dreams. That's what we all want for our kids. I think every mom can agree that we all want more for our children than what we've had, no matter what that is. I mean, we all want our babies to be happier and succeed than we are. I mean, that's just how it works as a mom. And with my health, I have had to struggle a lot. And So I want her to, and the one thing I've instilled in her the most is do you first. Yes, one day I want grandbabies, but I want her to fulfill her dreams and do what she wants first because once you have a baby, it ain't about you anymore. You only have fur babies. Hey, they count. My fur babies are about to drive me crazy. Anybody want a cat? I got three of them. Yeah, right. My husband would lose his mind. I'm telling you what, I think he loves those cats more than he loves me. And that's weird because most guys really don't like cats. But my husband does. Yeah, see, me and my husband, we both have kids, but we don't have any together. We wanted to, but I got fixed after I had Abel when I was still married to my ex-husband. And I looked into it, and it's like at least seven to $8,000 to get my surgery reversed. And I ain't got that kind of money. So we've pretty much hung up hopes of having one together. We thought about it for a while. We both really wanted it, but it's just not in the budget. So we are we've got our kitties. Those are our babies together. You don't think about that stuff when you go and get your tubes tied. I didn't think I'd end up divorced and remarried. I never did, not in a million years. But, things happen. People change, they grow apart, and life's too short to be unhappy. That is my philosophy because my family jokes about me because, I've been in, you know, three or four very serious long-term relationships that were at least 5 years or longer. My relationship with my ex-husband was 11 years. But good night, Robert. Thank you so much for coming in. And it just what the heck was I saying? Brain fart. Brain fart. Wow. Oh, my family jokes because most of the time people have not left me. I've walked away because life is too short to be unhappy. And if I'm in a situation to where nothing is changing when you try to talk about the problem or try to fix it, and I get to the point that it's like a switch flips inside me and the feelings are gone and I walk away. And I mean, because if mama's not happy, neither are the babies. And, life is too short. You never know. So why not move on with your life? If you find somebody else along the way, great. If you don't, it's better to be by yourself than to be with somebody and be miserable, you know? So my family, like when I got married to Jay, they were like, "Oh God, how long's this one gonna last?" And I'm like, "Y'all act like I've been married 15 times. This is my second marriage." Bye, Nick and Tina. Did I miss some messages here? Did Nick and Tina say they were leaving? Yeah, I did miss some messages. I missed that one. My best friend got a tattoo recently, went to one of was Rebel, super clean, but ended up with a serious allergic reaction, turned into an infection. The entire spot became covered. Ooh. Um, I saw somebody in a live chat that was talking about that the other night. I wonder if it was the same person. But um, some shops are not clean. It don't matter how reputable they are. And the other thing is aftercare. If you are not using what you should be on your tattoo, you can cause it to get infected. You can cause it to have a bad reaction. And I know the person I was talking to the other night in a live had used something from a pharmacy on the tattoo afterwards and caused an allergic reaction. The only thing you should ever use on your tattoo, in my opinion and in my history of getting tattoos, antibacterial soap 2 to 3 times a day to clean, and either Aquaphor or unscented lotion to keep the skin moist so it doesn't scab. Other than that, don't put anything on it. Triple antibiotic ointment, worst thing you can put on a tattoo. It pulls the ink out. Some people use A&D ointment. It's okay to use. I mean, that's more of an older thing that they recommended. But I personally, I'll use either Vaseline or Aquaphor for about 2 days because my skin breaks out if I use it longer than that. And then I switch to unscented lotion. That's it. So I'm sorry that happened to her though, because I mean, you pay so much money for that. I am a zoologist, well, undergrad, so I have to work with cats. Anything I can help with. Not really. I mean, basically what happened is my friend died back in November, and his fiance was going to put his cat down. So I took her. She's an older cat. I'd say at least 12 or 13. I'm not 100% sure. She has always had issues with ripping her hair out. Um, when I got her, I took her off the wet cat food because they were giving it to her twice a week. When we took her off of it, her hair started growing back in and she was doing good. So I was like, huh, maybe she's allergic to this food. I think it's more of an anxiety thing though. He did not get her fixed. And now I'm guessing she's probably a little bit too old to do so. The vet said if she's going into heat, she can still be fixed. But with her age, I'm kind of scared to have her put under to do it. But my biggest issue I'm having with her right now, and I've had her for like 6 months, and this is recent, is she is randomly peeing in places in my house, and I can't deal with this any longer. Like, I love this cat to death, but my biggest worry is I've done some research. My biggest worry is, does she have kidney issues with her age, you know? And I took her to a vet, and I wanted to have her examined for a possible bladder infection or this and that. This vet was so stupid. I took him up there, or actually my husband did, and she was like, oh, she's ripping her hair out because she has fleas. No, we just treated her for fleas, and she's white, and her hair is very thin. If she has fleas, you're going to be able to see them. She does not have fleas. Well, my husband asked, just out of curiosity, he was like, what do you guys charge for a flea dip? She goes, well, I'll go get the price for you and I'll weigh her while I'm at it. Well, she comes back out and she goes, that'll be $24. And he's like, for what? And she goes, oh, I went ahead and treated her. Guys, I went off. First of all, you don't treat an animal without consent from their owner. Secondly, she double dosed my animal because my animal had just been treated. Needless to say, I got my money back, but it's like, that is not even why I brought her down there. I brought her down there to be evaluated to see if she had a bladder infection or a yeast infection or something that was causing her to do this, because this was not normal for her to not use the litter box. And so she told me, she goes, well, I figured you could just schedule her to get her fixed and we'd do the blood work at that time. And I'm like, why am I going to pay $150 to get my cat fixed if I don't know if she has kidney issues or whatnot? There's no point in that, because she's going to have to be put down if she's got issues like that at her age. So it's like, why would I pay to get her fixed before I know what's going on with her? So yeah, I got to find another vet, needless to say, and save up the money to get her in there. So I don't know what's going on. Right now we had 2. I need to get at least 1 or 2 more. But we moved the litter box, one of the litter boxes, away from the other litter box because I think the other 2 cats were bullying her because they're males and she's a female. They're fixed. The males are. But she started using the litter box again when I moved it away from the other cats. So fingers crossed, that was the problem. Okay, Nick and Tina. I was confused. Okay. All right, Island Girl. Well, good night and thank you for stopping in. Ooh, that's early. Yeah, you better get to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. I actually had a friend that told me of a good vet here in town to check out. Yeah, that's what I read is that you need to have one per cat plus one. I'll be honest, the reason I haven't, first of all, we've had two cats for the longest time. Like I said, took her because I didn't want them putting her down for no reason. And that's basically why they were doing it. No reason. So I took her and, you know, not everybody knows this. I don't broadcast it, but, I've been fighting for disability for 9 years. And my husband can't get on at a job on a payroll or I lose my insurance, which means I can't get the medications I need. I can't go to the doctor. I can't get my procedures. And if I don't do any of those things, I'll definitely lose my disability battle. Not only I'll be in bed, like I won't be able to do anything. And okay, Nick and Tina, good night. Thank you for coming in. But so I've been trying, it's hard. Like it's hard to keep up on buying litter for 2 litter boxes. And I'm sitting here going, how am I going to afford 4 litter boxes? And it's just things have not been good. I have been fighting for disability for way too long, in my opinion. I understand my age is probably the reason, but it's not my fault that my health went bad, no matter what age I'm at. I've been working since I worked since I was 15. Most of the time I had 2 jobs. It's like if I could work, I would work. I miss working, but I just know that I can't. My doctors have even told me all it's going to do is make things worse. So, yeah, I really shouldn't have financially taken on a third cat, but I did it because I couldn't bear to think of her being put to sleep for no reason. Do what, Nicotina? You got me so confused. You're like, I have to go now. I am still. How many times have I been denied? Oh my gosh. I first applied in 2012. So I've been to the hearing level twice, but they deny you in between those two. I don't even know. To be honest, I have a lawyer. I'd have to look back at everything. At least 6. At the hearing level twice. It's frustrating. It's frustrating what makes it even more frustrating is when people around you are getting approved left and right, and they've got like one of the issues you have. It's like, how is that even right? I don't know. It just frustrates me. Like, for instance, now before I go into this, me and my mom don't have the best relationship, but my mom has a lot of mental health issues. I do too. I have PTSD, I have anxiety, I have depression. She takes her stuff to a drastic level. She got approved first time around. This woman can work, okay? If she can be out in the yard for 10 hours a day, weed eating, planting, digging up the ground, or cleaning, and just like the amount of physical activity this woman does in one day, I couldn't do in a week without ending up in bed for a month. And I've seen people, I mean, come on, there's people that have Down syndrome, have autism that have jobs. but yet she was able to get her disability first go round, no questions asked. She got her disability, and it ticked me off. I'm not even gonna lie. I love my mom. We don't get along. We don't really talk much, but it's like, how can somebody that physically is able to work get approved overnight almost? And I understand denying me a couple times, my age, they're questioning, they got to be sure, because people do try to, you know, use fraudulent stuff and try to get disability just to be lazy. There's plenty of people that abuse the system. But when there is documents of procedure after procedure, injection after injection, surgery after surgery, you know, if the proof's there, why do you keep denying somebody? It's not okay. But all I can do is keep trying. Because either way, my situation's not going to change. I can't force myself to go to work. I have to be able to at least take care of my kids. And if I were working 8 hours a day or more, you think I'm going to be able to get out of bed and take care of my kids? It's not going to happen. My kids are what keep me going. If it wasn't for the fact if I didn't have my kids to push me to get out of bed every day, because mornings are bad for me, I don't think I'd get out of bed. I mean, I might, but I may not. But with my babies, I have to get out of bed. They make me want to get out of bed. They give me that push to keep going. I haven't. Yeah, I've had an attorney this whole time, believe it or not. It's just frustrating. I mean, and I get it. I really do get it. Like I said, I understand that people abuse the system, and that's why the system is in place and the screenings and like, I completely get it. But the proof's there, like, I've jumped through every single hoop I've been asked to. And like, the only part of the system that I think's broken is their psych doctors and their medical doctors that they make you go see for disability. I'm sorry, but the last time I went to see one of the medical doctors that was hired through the disability office to do a medical evaluation on me, dude, I was in that office for 20 minutes. Please tell me how this doctor can make a decision on whether or not I'm disabled in 20 minutes when my doctors have been seeing me for years, and still learning about stuff and still seeing what treatments work for me and what doesn't. This doctor, they think their doctors can make this decision in 20 minutes. And it's like, okay, well, what if I was having a good day? People that have disabilities, they have good days and bad days. It's not like every day is going to be a horrible day. Some pain days are, okay. Some are so bad you can't get out of bed, and that's part that frustrates me. Like the psych evaluations, I can understand those. They have, tests and stuff like that those people can make those conclusions. But a medical screening definitely should take more than 20 minutes, and in my opinion, should be more than one visit. Because that doctor didn't do anything, really, to be able to make that determination. So, I don't know. I mean, I have to go. I have to jump through their hoops. But it's just irritating. That's why I didn't try after my spinal fusion. We were getting ready to move, and after a day of packing, I'm on Flexeril for 2 days for pain. See, I take Xanaflex, I think it is, and I take that 3 times a day. And then I do have my pain medicine when I need it. I don't like taking it. The fact of the matter is, I have to take it. And even with that, there's so many people in this world that abuse pain medication, that people that actually need it to have a quality of life are treated so bad. So bad. I just switched pharmacies because I was using CVS, and every single time I picked up my medication, I got treated like a junkie. This is being prescribed from my doctor. I am on a pain contract. I submit to drug screenings. If I was abusing my medication, the levels of the drug would be in my system would be extremely high. Or if I was selling my medication, like some patients tend to do, it wouldn't be in my system. So, if I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do on my pain contract, I should not have to be treated that way. But I am. And I am treated that way every time I walk into the ER too. That's why I won't go to the ER unless I'm on my deathbed. You will not be able, you can't get me to go to the ER. Because every time I went in there because I was sick one time. Like, I was not looking for pain meds, I was looking for antibiotics. And I went in there telling them my symptoms. The first words out of their mouth was, well, we're not giving you pain meds. And I'm like, excuse me? First of all, I never once said I was in pain, nor needed pain medication. I said I was sick and wanted to find out why I'm sick. Get antibiotics, whatever, to get better. I think I had a sore throat. So the way that, I don't know, it's sad. It bothers me. It really, really, like, I just joined this group on Facebook about, God, I forgot what it's called. It's basically fighting back for the rights of pain patients, because there are a lot of pain patients in this world suffering in pain every single day because they can't get the meds that they need to have a quality of life, because there are so many people in this world that abuse them. Because I'm telling you what, if you are an honest to God pain patient, you don't abuse your medication, because first of all, it doesn't get you high. Not if you're in the amount of pain that you're claiming to be in. It takes your pain away. That's it. So I don't know. It just infuriates me. Like, I've been around, random people. If I'm at somebody's house, it hasn't even really been anybody I know, but I've heard people say, ooh, I just had surgery and I'm really enjoying these pain meds. I'm like, I'm probably not the person you want to have that conversation with. Because those are the kind of people that make it hell for me, and it sucks. Some doctors don't believe people suffering from chronic pain at the level they say they are. And, it's understandable, but at the same time, that's not their place to judge. I mean, it is their place to investigate, but all doctors, because, like, for instance, here's a situation. When I had my last cervical surgery, my fusion, my doctor, my pain doctor, had talked to the surgeon in advance and said, this is the medication she is on a regular basis. You need to give her something different and something stronger to treat her post-operative surgery pain. When it came time to discharge me from the hospital, I said, where's my discharge paperwork and my scripts so I can pick them up on the way home? They said, oh, we're not giving you any pain meds. I said, what? I said, I just had major surgery. I have a drain hanging out of my neck, and you're not giving me any kind of post-operative pain meds. They said, you're already on pain meds. I said, yeah, I've been on those pain meds for years. Those are not going to treat post-operative surgery pain. I had to call my doctor, blow up her phone, and I refused to leave the hospital. And she called them. They said, well, we'll just give you what you're already on. So that's exactly what they did. They gave me the same medication that I've been on for years. And my doctor told me, she said, you take 2. She said, I normally would not advise this. She goes, but I know with you having fibromyalgia The surgery itself is going to flare up your pain. And then, not to mention, the normal pain you have after a surgery. She goes, you take two. But somebody shouldn't have to go through that. You have surgery, they treat the pain. They take an oath to treat their patient's pain. And if they're calling in for refill after refill after refill, then, you say, hey, you're post-op, because by a weekend, 2 weeks tops, you should be, after surgery, a normal person that doesn't have, other health issues to where they stay on their normal pain meds. That's why you only get a few after surgery, because a typical person that hasn't had any complications with their surgery, after a couple weeks in, you should have moved to, ibuprofen, Tylenol, and you should be all right. But, that first week or so after surgery, that's why they have those meds. So it's frustrating. Sometimes I am only allowed pain meds during winter. Otherwise, I have been told I am on my own. I get mine year round. I have tried to talk to my doctor about upping the amount in the winter, because my pain does get worse in the winter, extremely worse. But she won't, which I understand. Her hands are kind of tied. But, to stay on my pain contract, I have to do things like get my injections every 3 months. Anything that my spinal clinic recommends that I try for pain, I have to do. I have to see her every 3 months and submit to a drug screen, which isn't a problem for me at all. And, I have to do everything in that contract, not use more than one pharmacy. If I go to the ER for something to do with pain, they can give me a dose of pain meds while I'm there. But if they give me a script, I cannot fill it. I am not allowed to accept a script of pain meds from any doctor but my own, unless it's a surgery and it is pre-discussed with my doctor. Hi, Christy. How are you? I was on 27 milligrams of gabapentin per day until the colon tumor. Now they can only do the PRN meds. I was on gabapentin for a short while. And see, this is why I'm on pain meds, because they don't normally treat fibromyalgia with pain meds. They tried gabapentin, they tried Lyrica, they tried Cymbalta, all the other things that they normally would treat fibromyalgia with. I'm hypersensitive to all of them. I cannot take them. I have allergic reactions to every single one of them, to the point that I was in the hospital after taking them. So, and that's one of them I'm allergic to. Hey, Shine, how are you? How'd your live go? Oh no, Christy. Is she okay? That's horrible. I'm so sorry. So you've been around your mom? Does that mean you got to quarantine too? I'm telling you guys, I don't see schools being open very long. I know my son's, like I told you guys in the beginning, my son's preschool was supposed to start today, and we got a text message saying it's been delayed to start till the 21st because 2 teachers have COVID. I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad that happened the day of. Not that my kids are going to school anyway. We're doing homeschool. And that starts tomorrow. Even though mama doesn't have a freaking clue what's going on. Some of you other moms that are doing, the remote learning on or at home stuff, dude, did your school systems like let you know what's going on? Where to log into the first day? Anything? Because mine haven't. I really know nothing. The only thing I know is I've got to log their hours in every day, and we have to have 365 minutes a day, which is a little over 6 hours a day. That's all I know. I don't know what the work is. I don't know what Google Classroom I'm supposed to be in with my kid. I know nothing. Well, this is supposed to start tomorrow. Yeah, I used to shine like a diamond, but I had a horrible reaction to it. It was bad. No, she is in a nursing home. She is in quarantine for 10 days. I'm sorry, Kirsty. Christy. I will keep your mom in my prayers. I'm sorry. I'll be glad when all this is just over. Sad to say, though, I think things are always going to be a little different from here on out. And I'll be honest, next year, if it's still going on, I'm probably just going to pull my kids out of the school district here and switch to like K-12 or something. The only reason I didn't do it this year is they don't offer preschool through K-12 unless you pay for it out of pocket. It's free for kindergarten through 12th grade, but not preschool. So I think next year, if we decide to stick to homeschool, um, I'm probably going to just pull my kids out of the district and do it that way because this district is a joke. They do not have anything together at all, not even in the slightest. I It just feels really weird not knowing what to do tomorrow, knowing my kids start school. I mean, Abel technically isn't supposed to start till the 21st, but I'm still going to do stuff with him too, even if it's just, work on writing your name, doing some reading and some simple stuff. He's still going to have stuff to start tomorrow too. You're welcome, Chrissy. Me too, and Tina are online teaching Dylan online. I might need y'all's help because I don't know what I'm doing once I figure out what the school's doing anyway. Yep, our school counselor actually called and talked to me personally about how everything is going to work on the first day, and we are doing conferences before school starts. See, why can't I live in a school district that actually has, excuse me, but they're shit together? Because this school district doesn't, and it's really ticking me off. Like, you would think at least a week before school started, they'd at least send you somewhat of schedule on what these kids are supposed to do. Like, I literally know nothing. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit in front of the tablet and hope something happens? I don't know. It's irritating. And I've tried to call, and of course, you can't get a hold of anybody. It's, oh, leave a message here and leave a message here, and we'll call you back in a month. I'm just really frustrated with the whole situation. So, I mean, I don't know how tomorrow's going to go, but I mean, I do know at some point we're going to make a cake for Abel and he'll get to open his gift from mom and dad. We'll be doing that tomorrow for sure. I don't know as far as schoolwork how this is going to go because I haven't been told anything. It's just irritating. My niece is doing hybrid classes, 2 days at school and 3 days at home because of her IEP. Yeah, see, they offered that for our elementary school, but I was sitting here and I'm just like, with my health, my oldest son has asthma, so he comes over here sometimes, and I'm just like, if they're gonna go to school, I might as well just send them full time or keep them home full time. Well, me, step parents, biological, we all sat down and kind of talked together, and across the board, we decided we're just all the kids are doing online. It's just safest for everybody involved, so that's just what we decided. To be honest, Dre, I'd be calling that school tomorrow and explain to them you haven't had any info for your kids' homeschool. Oh, I'm going to. I called today and got no response, so I'll be calling again tomorrow. I'm sure they won't be answering because they'll be dealing with the kids that are actually going back to school. But I'm sorry, my kid's part of that district too. You're still getting funding for my child being enrolled in your school district, so my child has a right to an education too. And I should have had some kind of direction. I mean, I just found out who Peyton's teacher is, and they did this online, like, meet your teacher type thing where you clicked on your grade level and then you clicked on the teacher's name, and it kind of took you into this little thing with pictures and some info about your teacher, just some fun facts. Well, I went into third grade and I'm like, my child's teacher's not in here. So there was a Facebook post about it, and I commented on there. I said, I tried to do this with my daughter, and her teacher's not even on there. And they commented back. They said, oh, she goes, your child's remote learning is being handled by a fourth and a fifth grade teacher. So she has a teacher that is a fourth grade teacher and a teacher that is a fifth grade teacher. And I'm sitting here wondering, how is that going to work? Like, is she going to have, are they going to have the patience to teach my child that's behind the students you're normally used to teaching? Because I mean, she's in third grade, not fourth or fifth. His birthday's tomorrow, Christy. Dylan did not start school yet. He starts on the 14th. Yeah, ours start tomorrow. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. I like to be planned out. Like I would have rather had, everything ready, knowing how the first day of school is gonna go, and I have no clue. The only thing I can do to prepare is make sure her iPad's charged. That's it. And the only reason we already have the iPad is they handed them out at the end of the year last year. But even that does me no good because last year she was in second grade, and kindergarten through second grade uses Seesaw as an online learning. Well, now that she's in third grade, they use Google Classroom. I have no idea how Google Classroom works. I've never so much as logged into it. On a plus side, my neighbor had to use it with some of her daycare kids last year, so she told me if I needed any help figuring it out, she's more than willing to help me. But until I know what classroom she's supposed to be in Google Classroom, that really does me no good. It's irritating. I mean, I really fully expected either an extensive email at least a week before school or some kind of, Zoom meeting with each grade level parents or even a phone call, something. Nope, nothing. Thanks, Christy. I'll let him know. He's in bed. Yeah, they do need to get their shit together. Well, here in Australia, when you go to UNI to become a teacher, you learn either K through 6 for primary or 7 through 12 for. Okay, well, that's a plus. So hopefully it's the same here. I mean, they look like nice ladies. I don't know. I've just seen pictures. Haven't talked to anybody. Not through email, not through phone call, not nothing. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect. No idea what to expect. Okay. It's just stressful, I mean, it's stressful enough, being as this is the first year I've, other than the end of the year last year, which that was kind of a joke in itself too, but the first year that I've really, full time been my child's teacher for school. But now it's even scarier because I don't even know what the heck I'm doing because they didn't tell me anything. So I'm pretty frustrated with the school district right now. It's like they kept posting videos on Facebook about, oh, this is how pickup and drop off's gonna work, and this is how this is gonna work. And it's like, hello, what about the online kids? How's their stuff gonna work? They really didn't post anything. I'm just like, okay. I mean, I hate to say it, but if they don't get their shit together, I may have to enroll her late in K through 12 and just do strictly online school, through not through the school district because I'm not going to deal with this all year long. There needs to be some kind of structure. Otherwise, don't offer this option because my child has a right to the same level of education that the kids in person are getting. Actually, I am enjoying this one and it's going really fast too. This is my drills and chills and I'm over halfway done with it. I think this is the fastest larger painting that I'm ever done. Like I'm flying through this painting. I want to get back to my TSA. I think that's another reason I'm pushing so hard to get done with this one. That and I really want to work on Jay's Johnny Cash too, and it's underneath this. Sounds like they're trying to punish the kids that are virtual for making the safe choice for their family. I know, that's what I'm kind of starting to think too. And I think that's ridiculous. And I'll call the Board of Education if I have to. I'm sorry, there are families that can't take that risk. I end up with COVID, I'm going to be in the hospital. I can't put myself at risk like that, nor my son or anybody else. It's about to say the same thing. Sounds like they're punishing the kids that are online. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing or what they're thinking, but they better get their shit together because it's starting to really tick me off. There is no reason why I should be sitting here the night before school starts having no clue what to do when my kids wake up for school in the morning. We were going to. We've just been talking. Jay saw the Dirty Minds book out and he goes, "You guys playing a naughty game while I was gone?" It's really not a naughty game though. Wonder where Nana's at. Yeah, I don't know. I know they're gonna get a not so nice phone call from me tomorrow. Unless before I go to bed I get email from my child's teacher or something. But even that's too late. Like I shouldn't be getting this stuff the night before. It's just irritating. And then the one document that I did read for online, it said something about online learning parents are required to transport their children to the building for things like testing and stuff like that. And I'm like, no. That's the whole point of me choosing to keep my child home to learn. They're not going into that school building because I already know what's going to happen in that school building. I hate to say it, but it's going to be breakout after breakout after breakout. Because I'm sorry, because there's preschool in that school too. Abel doesn't attend that preschool, but there's preschool through fifth grade in that building. Tell me how in the world you're going to get kindergartens and preschoolers to leave mask on. That's not going to happen. Exactly, Jaya. You're doing the best for you and your family. Yep. I applied for busing for my kid and got a call in July saying she was approved. A week before school, I called asking for info to tell me grade 6 in our area will not get busing. See, they're doing busing here. So that's the weird thing too, is I got a thing for the bus schedule with my daughter on it. And it's like, newsflash, she's not doing the bus schedule. I mean, they gave her the right teacher, which is the remote learning teacher, but for some reason they sent a bus schedule to me with my daughter's name on it. Um, my daughter isn't riding y'all's bus because she ain't going to school. And if she was going to school, I wouldn't be putting her on the bus. We live close enough to the school that we can take them. You should have gotten an email a week or so ago. It shouldn't be this late. No, it shouldn't. Like, I understand completely that this is different. It's a learning curve for everybody. That I understand. But if they didn't have their crap together enough to let parents know at least a week in advance of school starting, they should have delayed the start of school. Because parents need to know what we're supposed to expect. Especially imagine if I did have a job and my babysitter needed to know, hey, this is when Peyton needs to be logged into this, or, whatever. I'd have no way to give direction to the person watching my children. It's just ridiculous. There's really no excuse for it, in my opinion. And I'm sure I am not the only parent that will be calling up there or has called up there pitching a fit because, well, honestly, I might be. This town is a little different. Some of the parents are very questionable in this town. And I do worry about some of the kids that aren't going to school because it's like, how much of an education are they going to actually get? But that's not the case in this household. I want my kids to get their education. I want them to not fall behind by them being home, and to my understanding, they had this all figured out. That's why they were offering a remote learning option. Apparently not, because if they would have had it all figured out, they would have sent out information by now. Miss Coffee said that she has been getting letters that students are coming back positive with COVID. I don't doubt it. I give it a month, or at least by Halloween, the schools will be closed here again. Like I said, Head Start, my son's preschool was supposed to start today, and they got delayed till the 21st because 2 teachers already have COVID. That's crazy. They seem very, very unprepared, and that's super unprofessional and not fair to the kids that are going online. Exactly. It's not fair. I mean, Peyton's all excited. Tomorrow's her first day of school, and I have no idea what to do. I have no idea where to log in or anything. It's ridiculous. And there's a lot of stuff they're saying that don't make sense. Like, oh, the in-person or like the hybrid, the ones that are going part-time and doing online part-time, they're supposed to pick up their tablets tomorrow. I don't understand if they're new to the school district, but did they already forget that they handed out the iPads at the end of the school year last year? And they never took them back because we've had ours all summer. So please explain to me where that is even a. It's like they're focusing on everything that doesn't need to be focused on. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty irritated with the whole situation. Because a lot of people don't have just one kid to worry about. I've got a preschooler and a third grader that I've got to make sure gets their education. Well, they're both at different schools technically. And so somehow I've got to make that clash together or, mush together to be able to teach both kids. And it's like, how am I supposed to do that if I have no idea what Peyton's school even going to look like? It's just crazy. Not yet. Yeah, I feel the same way because with my asthma in my lungs, I will definitely be one of those who's ended up in the hospital, if not worse. And then Maddie, who knows? Yeah, I'm not taking my kids up to that school building. I don't care what their excuse is. The whole point of choosing remote learning was so my kids did not have to go into that school building. So as far as testing and stuff goes, either they'll send a teacher here or somebody and do the testing here because I'm not dumb. I know all that testing's done online, even from the school. But they're going to have to figure out a way to do it from home because my kid's not going into that school building. That was the entire reason that I chose remote learning. I mean, and I'll be honest, it may not even be an issue because they may not even make it to that point of the school year. I mean, they're still going to have to do the testing at the end of the year, whether they're in person or online. So, what are they going to do if there's a shutdown? How are they going to do the testing then? It wouldn't be any different then than, now let the remote, they've got to have a plan for that anyway. So, why not just have the remote learning students do it that way? Somebody's up. Is it the cats? Did you make sure he went potty? Oh, okay. Have you checked your child's email to make sure that the teacher didn't email the child? My child doesn't have an email to my knowledge. I mean, she is only in third grade, but if she does have an email, they haven't told me what it is. And on her file for signing her up for school, my email's on it. So I don't know why they would send important information like that to the child. I could see if they're in high school, but she's not. But no, I haven't because to my knowledge, she doesn't have one. I've got her iPad charging right now. And after my live, I'll probably kick it on and see if something pops up that I need to know. Yeah, it's just frustrating. I wish I lived in a school district that actually had their shit together and some organization going on because this is going to drive me crazy. I'm going to leave tomorrow. What'd you do with that money? Still in the car. You left it in the car? In the center console. Okay. Or it's under the fountain. Okay. What do you want me to remind you of? Huh? Oh. I'm gonna remember that. Tells me to remind him stuff and I can't remember nothing. You know I'm not gonna remember that. Set an alarm. You don't know how to set an alarm? You set an alarm to wake you up, don't you? All you have to do is set an alarm and put a little note on it. Then why'd you have an alarm go off the other day? Well, then obviously you know how to set it. You can set more than one alarm.
I know, I won't hear it.
I'm not either. I've been shutting mine off. Guess so. Oh. Better recognize, huh? Hi, Cranes. How are you? Hey, Diamond Painting by the Sea. Oh, you're all right. You ain't late. I stay live for a long time. We're live till we say another hour. We've just been chit-chatting and I've been complaining about my child's school not having their shit together. Shut up, shut up, Jay. Look, I'm losing my voice. I don't know. Almost got this section done.
Starting to turn fall weather up.
Dude, I can feel it. My bones hurt. I like fall weather too, but my body's got to readjust.
Door open, I hear the wind blowing, cool breeze blowing through.
Dude, the temperatures have dropped drastically here today. It's supposed to get back hot again next week, though. Like, what is it today? Like 60 or 50?
Today, I was like 57, it felt like 47.
Yeah. The high was like 50 something and it felt like 47 here. So
right now it's 48 degrees and feels like 43.
Yeah, it's 48 degrees here right now.
Feels like 43.
That's why my body's killing me because it's screaming at me. Yep, and fall is here. Except I think we're supposed to get a few more hot days next week. Is it going to rain this weekend?
Well, Friday. Saturday, it's sunny and 20%.
We're going riding Saturday because the kids go to their dad's.
Kansas, probably right Friday.
Whatever. I hear you. My kids were online with school today, yet they were marked absent. See, that's the problem I'm having. I'm painting by the sea. Are my kids supposed to start tomorrow? And I have no idea what to do. I have no idea where to log in because they haven't told me anything. I know nothing. The only thing I know is how to log their hours for the day in the main school app. Other than that, I have no idea where to log into for Google Classroom. I have no idea how to do anything. So, needless to say, I'm a little on the frustrated side. Nice, babe. Turn that down. Thank you. 47 was the high here in Minnesota. It's 37 here. Where are you, Cranes? It's cooler here on the East Coast in Australia. Yeah, I don't mind. I like fall. I really do, but my body's got to readjust to these temperatures. My body doesn't like any change in temperature, even if it gets hotter or colder. It don't matter. And with all the rain coming, yeah, my body's going to be mad for a few days. Oh, you're real funny. You're in Colorado? Yeah, you're only about 8 hours from me, Frank. Are those fires bothering you up there? It's cold there too, Nick and Tina. Where are you at? It's very frustrating that I'm painting by the sea. Yeah, I just said my body's mad, and my husband says I'll tell it a joke to make it happy. You're hilarious. You guys hear random music and whatnot in the background. It's my husband on watching YouTube. What?
Sorry,
It's all right. If it's too loud, they'll tell me and I'll throw something at you. Need to get a new tray. My drills keep sticking to it. Oh, you're in Canada. I bet it is cold there. We are too. Are you serious, Jay? We are too far from the fires. Well, I'm glad you are. He is a smart ass, Christy. Majorly. Nick and Tina, my husband wants to know if you guys know the Trailer Park Boys.
Sunnyvale.
They're not in Sunnyvale. They're in Windsor.
Sunnyvale.
Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Huh?
They're in Windsor, Ontario.
Sunnyvale's a trailer park. It's not a place.
No, Sunnyvale's a trailer park, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch that show like he does. I've seen it a few times, but some of the characters get on my nerves. It's basically a trailer trash show, a comedy trailer trash show.
What's it? Stoners.
Okay, trailer trash slash stoners. I don't know. Either way, I don't watch it that much. I only watch it if he's watching it and I happen to zone off into it for some reason. But usually I find something else to do. He ain't watched it in a while, though. Oh, that's why. He watched them all. If you don't know what that is, don't look it up.
It's funny.
You've heard of it? It's different. It's more of your dirty comedy. Where is my plus sign? You always lose your vape. I don't know. Let me guess. It was in bed with you. Christy said, I don't plan on looking it up. I mean, if you like dirty comedy, you'll like it. Like, let me think of something that's similar. No, that's really not similar. I don't know. I really can't. Maybe South Park, but this isn't a cartoon. This is more people. Well, get her off. I don't know. I think it's kind of a one-of-a-kind show, to be honest. Your older sons like them? Yeah, I can see that. My husband's kind of a child at heart. Are you messaging me on Messenger, Christy? I'll have to pull it up on my computer because I'm on my phone.
Come here and I'll tell you a joke.
I don't have anything yet.
I'll come get you.
Tell me when you send it, because I ain't gotten it yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay's arguing with the cat.
Come here, Dad. Still Cheeto.
You found a Cheeto? Sorry, that's probably my fault. I live on crunchy Cheetos, guys. See, that ain't mine. That's yours.
Yeah.
I don't eat spicy Cheetos. I don't like spicy anything. Okay, I won't, Christy.
What's all shit?
You like them too, Tina? It's funny. Just some of the characters get on my nerves.
Love Bubbles.
Jay likes Bubbles.
Eat it. Hey, you didn't want to come up here. You went.
Yeah, I got it. That's horrible. It is cold in this house. I hate to say it. How long is it going to be cold like this? Because we may have to turn the heat on.
I don't know.
Because it's freaking cold. I hate to turn it on, though, knowing it's just going to get hot again next week.
Oh, that's good.
Uh-huh. All day. Why? I told you earlier you had to dig trash out. So don't forget, trash gotta go out. You don't listen to me. Do any men listen to their wives ever? No, I meant all the trash. My trash.
You're good.
My trash is full too.
Take it out.
You take it out. Just did. Hey, Drea, I'm heading out to get lunch made for school tomorrow. See you on your next live. All right, Jill, you have a nice night. Thank you for coming in. Bubbles is your favorite too? Yeah, that's my husband's favorite. He's all right. He don't get on my nerves.
Helicopter.
I don't like the girls. They get on my nerves.
Oh,
They are. That's why I don't like them. That's probably really loud. Don't forget to get a trash bag. You can't get a trash bag?
Yep.
You can take the trash bag out, but you can't get a new trash bag.
Just done it.
Get a trash bag. Yours don't, no man listens to their wives. All right, well, I'm glad I'm not alone. I don't think men listen at all. Because I swear I'll tell him stuff and he's like, what? When did you tell me that? I'm like, dude, I told you that like 5 minutes ago. He's like, I don't remember. Well, of course you don't. You don't listen. I might get to start a new section, guys. I don't ever get this much diamond painting done. I'm multitasking tonight. I do big sections though. One more color. Z's. Where are my Z's? I had to write my own labels on this one, see? So it's harder to find them because you got to write them and they're all the same color. That's why I like my colored inventory sheets because I can cut them up and run them through my sticker maker. And then the same symbol I'm looking for is there. There it is. Yep, go me. Where's my trash bag? Thank you. So you just gotta nag a little. Yay, that section's done. All right, time to open a new one. Ooh, money.
Oh,
I know.
yeah, sometimes goes, but-
It's right here. Thank you. You're shaking my whole table.
Well, I couldn't get out of there.
Holy jeez. Yeah, don't mind the earthquake, guys.
Hey,
All right, time to open new.
you guys have Bigfoot for Canada?
Now he wants to know if you guys have Bigfoot in Canada. What are you watching Bigfoot shows now? Oh my God. You get the weirdest
Hey,
obsessions.
possibility. There's apes and gorillas. Why can't there be?
You could fit in with them.
Damn right I feel. I smell it.
Yeah, you do.
Look like
Thanks.
no problem.
You're a jerk.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Never mind.
What do you mean, never
This
mind?
guy said he's seen one of the Canadian Rockies.
Canadian Rockies? Sorry, guys, readjusting the camera.
Rocky Mountains, just like. Oh,
All right, babe, will you go learn about Sasquatch, okay? All right, what color do I want to start? I guess we'll start with the good old 310. Use my big tray. Hey, Ginger. How are you tonight? We're just chit-chatting away. A little ranting here and there. So what's everybody working on? I think I forgot to ask you guys that.
hold on.
We know what you're working on. Driving me crazy.
Yeah.
You're working on your Chuck Pinson? I have yet to do a Chuck Pinson. I only have one. I want to get Space for Reflection really bad. I have seized the day. I just got done in the grocery store, so now I'm working on getting my butt home with the groceries. That's not any fun.
Yeah, I like.
DAC the way it used to be. Lion King. Those all sound like really cool, pretty paintings. This one's like a dark angel. Actually, I've got a few I'm working on. I need to get this one done. And then I've got Johnny Cash. My first TSA, which is a Bodyscapes. It's Horse Lightning. Don't know. Okay. And then I've got Dark Times that I started, DAC's Dark Times, that's put up. I need to finish it. Those are all the ones I got on the go. That's why I didn't start a Chuck Pinson, because I've already got too many going. I don't like to have more than two going at a time, usually a square and a round. But I messed that up. This is my first one, and I want to get them all. There's a few of them I really want. Lisa Frank's Pandas. Oh, I bet that's pretty and really colorful. Lisa Frank's stuff is really pretty. I remember when I was a little girl, I used to have all kinds of Lisa Frank stuff. I think I just saw a couple of her paintings on Amazon. I mean, they were little ones. That's why I didn't get them because, well, If I'm gonna do that, I want detail. I don't like I don't mind the little paintings if they're like, one image. Because I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing more frustrating than finishing a painting and going, man, this looks horrible. You can't even tell what it is. Like I did this really small one. I think it was like either a 25 by 25 or a 30 by 30. And it's a skull that I got off Amazon. I did it for my husband, and honestly, it turned out really good, even as small as it is. But when you get something that's got a bunch of detail and it's all busy, it turns out horrible. Oh, give it to me. I don't know if my camera's sitting up high enough or not. Oh, I wanted everything Lisa Frank too when I was a kid. Here's the one I did. I don't know if I can get it all in there. Probably not. I'll have to move it up, but that's the one I did for my husband off of Amazon. And it's just a little one.
You got a little one.
I don't know. So I liked it. I thought it turned out really nice. I can't wait to see that one shine like a diamond. I'm sure that's going to be really pretty. I bet that's going to be fun to work on too with all those colors. I've had to be good. I have one painting coming. I broke down and finally got a custom from TSA that I've been wanting for a long time. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is though. You got to wait. It's a surprise. But it's definitely one that nobody else will have, nor want for that matter. But I sure want it, and I'm excited to get it. I don't think it's been shipped yet, so it might be a little bit. But you dang well know as soon as it gets here, I'll be filming an unboxing. And honestly, if it gets here before our anniversary, I might have to start it. Because our anniversary is in October, and that would be really cool to have that done by our anniversary. Probably not, because it's really big. There's a hint for you guys. Thank you, Nick and Tina. Yeah, it is pretty badass looking, isn't it, Kirsty? Christy. Why do I keep calling you Kirsty? Because I have a friend named Kirsty. Not really, kind of, but I don't really talk to her, so I don't know why I keep calling you that. But I was surprised at how good that one turned out, as small as it is. And what really threw me off is when I was kitting it up, there was like really light pink drills in it. I was like, how do pink drills fall into a black and white skull? It looks really good though. I actually framed that one. I don't frame very many of mine. Main reason is I ain't got the money to go spend a bunch of money on frames. But I did frame that one. I framed a custom that I did with a mystery painting. And my daughter's unicorn one and my son's Paw Patrol one. I think those are pretty much all the ones I've framed. Oh, and the one I did for his uncle, I framed too. How does that work, Christy? I was actually going on their site to read some of that last night and ended up falling asleep. Does it work like, say, DAC does, to where, because like my problem with DAC is if I do the pay thing, like I know it has to be paid off before they send it. I know that's the difference. But like I can't do a lot of those things with my card because I have a prepaid card. So like I don't get to utilize that stuff. But I'm wondering if it'll work with TSAs since it's a little different. I need to get on there and try it at some point. My image I was talking about is above from DAC. It's a Chuck pencil. Okay, so basically you just log in and make payments over 3 months. So it's not like a direct withdrawal or anything. What's that link, Nick and Tina? I was getting ready to go freshen up on my TSA facts anyway, because now that I am an affiliate, for you guys that did not know, I am going to do a TSA type, facts video. Because I've got a few friends that are new to diamond painting, and that way I can give them the rundown on TSA. I can't even begin to tell you guys how excited I am to be an affiliate for TSA. Because I've already spent a lot of time talking with Rachel, and I absolutely love her. She's amazing. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw it said YouTube, blah, 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 blah. But thank you. I ain't heard from Nana. I wonder where she's at. I wonder if she's going live after me tonight or not. Usually she pops in. Hope everything's okay. Dawn Marie usually pops in too. I don't know where either one of them are tonight. I'm getting a lot done on this painting tonight. I'm betting I'm done with this one. We'll see, because I can't stay up as late as I have been. That's why I've got a lot done, is I've been staying up all night diamond painting. But I bet I could have it done by next week, probably, if not sooner. If I keep going at the rate I'm going, might have it done this week if I keep going at that rate. Sure, if you want to, Kirsty. Oh, thank you, Shine Like a Diamond. Yeah, I talked to Nana a little bit last night, and I know she was posting in our TSA chat today, but I haven't I didn't ask her if she was going live tonight. I figured she'd be in here, so I don't know if she's going live after me or not. Guess we'll have to see if an alert pops up. Usually it warns you 30 minutes before, so if I don't see one in the next 10 minutes, I guess I'm assuming she's probably not. Hey, Crashly, did you finish your live? You're claying, huh? All right. Maybe go back and watch that replay and see how that cane turned out. Oh, okay. Yeah, we just been in here bitching about my school system. Sorry, guys. How they're ticking me off. And yeah, just chit chatting. There, she says her internet isn't letting her do anything. Ah, I bet it's raining up there or something. Anytime it storms, for some reason her internet goes crazy. Actually, it doesn't go crazy. It just says no, not today. She has CenturyLink, then I plead the fifth. LOL. She told me what she had, and I can't remember now. But oh, I cannot even for the life of me remember what she has now. But I know she had talked about getting a different internet provider. I don't know if she ever did though. I'm guessing no, if she's still having these issues. But sometimes it just don't matter. The weather gets bad and I'm lucky. I don't know how because I very rarely have had internet issues and I'll be honest, I don't really use my internet. Like right now, my phone is connected to my phone data. I'm not even using my internet right now because it runs faster for some reason. The only thing I use my internet for is like when I'm watching Netflix on the TV or the kids' tablets. If I'm on my phone or even my Chromebook, I'm using my data from my phone company because I have unlimited data. Might as well utilize it. Let everybody else have the internet. All right. Good night, Christy. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to be getting off here in about 30 minutes or so anyway, and probably get me a shower and finish cleaning up a little bit before I go to bed and wake up and try to figure out what to do with this school stuff. Because I have no clue. Like, I have no idea what time anything starts, nothing. It's like, do I even bother waking my kids up? So irritating. I know I keep saying that, but it really is. It's like, huh, night before school. Don't have a clue what's going on. Because I was kind of hoping that, they'd have a lot of, online type classroom setting type things so she can just, follow along with her teacher and get taught and, because I'm sure as heck not getting paid for any of this. Not only that, but their new way of doing math, yeah, right. I don't even, I do not understand it in the slightest. I've tried, I don't get it. So they're gonna have to teach these kids anyway, because I ain't got no freaking clue on how they do stuff now. They've changed everything so much. So I'm hoping, that they get their crap together and do what they're supposed to do. So I can kind of, be here to do the teaching that I need to do and help them get through their assignments, but I shouldn't have to completely do their job. That's the whole point of online remote learning with the teachers, is the teachers still teach the kids. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my understanding. I mean, I don't mind helping at all. I don't mind helping my kids with an assignment and this and that, but ultimately the teacher should be teaching what they do with the assignments, because I'm not a teacher. I didn't go to school to, learn how to teach kids and stuff, so they're not going to get the level of education they need from me. I can't believe they went to bed as easy as they did tonight. Neither one of them fussed. And I'm telling you what, guys, the last few nights, they've both been throwing a fit. Not just the little one, both of them. They've got, they've literally come up with every excuse to come back downstairs to try and delay going to sleep. I'm like, nope, good night. Try again. Well, if you need a hand with the theory side of work, let me know. I definitely will. Thank you so much. Once I find out what they're doing, if I ever find out what they're doing, it's crazy. Like I said, Peyton's in third grade, so I mean, it's not too difficult, but I know the new way they do math is a joke, in my opinion. I think they just made it more difficult on themselves and these kids. It's not like when we went to school, 2 + 2 = 4. Nope, you got to go through all these extra steps that make absolutely no sense at all. I don't understand it. I forgot even what they call it, but it's just, I don't know. It drives me crazy. I know that much. Because I went to try and help my kid with math, and they're like, no, 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 we got to do this, this, this. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you need to go ask your teacher, because I don't have a freaking clue. I've never heard of anything like that in my life. I think it was when my daughter was in middle school. I actually hired a tutor for her to help with it because I had no idea what was even going on. Like, this math is crazy weird the way they do it now. It's all these extra steps and I don't know, it's just weird. And I mean, I'm sure there's a point to why they changed to teach it like this. Not sure what it is or what was wrong with the way we learned math. Algebra is kind of like that. Hey, hon, sorry I'm late getting ready for bed. Happy to see you. It's okay. I'm glad you stopped in, though. I needed to do something anyway while you were in here, because we're usually in here. There, I should be good on mods now for a while. I always forget. I was like, man, I need to set some more mods because I don't ever have enough. I can understand algebra is like that, but man, my daughter's in third grade. How the heck is algebra like this? Or not algebra, how is basic math like this? I don't know. It confuses the hell out of me, I'll tell you that. I'm already not a big math person, but when you throw in all these jumbled up weirdness, I really have no clue. Good night. Thank you for coming in and saying hi, though. Missed ya. I've got an unboxing coming up. You're going to enjoy. It's makeup. Ozzy's out there clawing something up again. It's cool, too. I'd like to get it filmed. I want to see it. I've peeked at it a little bit, but I ain't used it yet. I haven't. Who am I kidding? I ain't put makeup on in a minute anyway. I've been lazy. I've been doing what you guys see me doing right here. Well, other than, basic like day-to-day stuff, but for the most part, this is what I've been doing. That, and guess what else? I got my book. I got my Midnight Sun, and I've read a couple chapters in it, and I really like it, guys. I've been kind of in and out since I was at the store and stuff. Does Mysteria ever come into your lives? I haven't seen her, I don't think. I have PTSD when it comes to makeup. I have PTSD, but not when it comes to makeup. I'm not gonna come to book club Crashly because I am so behind all of you guys. There is no way I'm catching up. Because literally, I've been diamond painting until like I need to go to bed, and then I'll go lay in bed and read like one chapter. Like literally, I'm getting ready to start chapter 3. So there's no way in the world I'm gonna catch up to you guys. So probably not. I'm probably just gonna read it on my own. Because I don't want to come in there and get the story ruined for me. Because you guys are way ahead of me. And I'm one of those people that I can't read unless it's quiet. I get distracted. So the only time I can really read is when my kids are in bed at night. And a lot of that time I end up diamond painting. So I usually take a couple hours to read, but there's no way I'm gonna catch up to you guys. That's a big book. I mean, I've read all the other ones, but I'll just have to read it on my own. See, I was gonna buy the Audible book, but I have all the other hard copies. So I wanted to own that one too to go with my set. Otherwise, I would have been able to listen to the book Why I Diamond Paint. But I wanted to actually own the book, so I don't have that option, unfortunately. If I didn't own all the other books, I definitely would have bought it that way, but I need it for my collection. I went to a party and all the girls conspired to make fun of me. They turned me into a full clown face since I can't wear a lot of makeup. I do have PTSD from that. I'm sorry, Saphir. That's mean. Dude, I'm telling you, high school kids are freaking mean. I used to get made fun of a lot in high school because I was really overweight and I got picked on a lot. I'm telling you what, kids are mean. They don't realize the long-term harm that they cause people. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's horrible. Shoot, some people don't need makeup. They got natural beauty. Kids are just mean. I'll tell you what, my kid ever did something like that to another child, they best run because I'm gonna whoop that butt. That is one thing I will not put up with is my kids bullying or picking on another kid. And I won't put up with nobody doing it to my kid either. I turn into evil mama and I will go talk to their parents and they won't like they will not like me, I promise. I've had to do it a couple times. Last year, the year before, Peyton came home and this little girl had stepped on her dress and ripped it. Oh, I was so mad. And it just so happened the little girl that did it goes to the daycare next door at my friend's house. Yeah. And me and that mama kind of had it out a little bit because I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. Don't put your hands on my kid. You've been listening to Harry Potter books on Audible? I have not read those books. My daughter has, but I've watched all the movies. I have to really be into something to read a book. I'm not a huge reader. You got to do what makes you okay, Saphira. And that when you go through something traumatizing, that shit sticks with you. I already know. Like, I don't like to be the center of attention because of being made fun of and everything. I do not. I hate it. I almost passed out on my wedding day because I knew everybody was staring at me and I hate it. Well, it turns out I also struggle with friendships because I'm autistic. That don't mean nothing. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I used to take care of people that were autistic and they don't give you enough credit because people that are autistic are way smarter than people give them credit for. Way smarter. Like on a level that you can't even imagine. Because I took care of a couple of people that were autistic that were nonverbal. And they were like, oh, they don't understand that. I said, yes, they do. They fully 100% understand. Probably more than you do. See, I was always the person that reached out and tried to be friends with people that got bullied and picked on. I mean, I was one of those people who got picked on too, but I don't know. I had no desire to be friends with the people that were mean and cruel. And if I ever saw one of my friends do it, I was just like, you know what? I think I'm good with hanging out with you. I wasn't really friends with people in school anyway. I tend to hang out with people that were older than me. I just didn't get along with anybody else in school. Most of my friends didn't even go to my school. How you doing, Billy? What? See, I subscribed to Audible for like a month. I did the free trial to get this one book free, and I ended up canceling it because, like I said, I don't read enough to pay for that every month. I ended up listening to a few different books though during that month. I got my month's worth. What are you eating? Smelled good till you said what it was. Do you have any more soup, like Kansas soup? Okay. You ate all of them already?
My throat was hurting.
Yeah, mine's hurting now.
No big deal.
What'd you put in yours?
Cheese.
Ew, I don't want Doritos in mine, but ew. I mean, you can put some cheese in it.
Chicken or beef.
Chicken.
They had shit on my food.
I don't know why my throat started hurting all of a sudden. Weird. Didn't hurt earlier. Where is she? Making sure the cat don't get in Jay's food. I might get ready to get off here, guys, and get myself something to eat and get a shower and try and get my butt in bed before 5 o'clock in the morning because I've been having a bad habit of staying up all night and diamond painting. And I really, really, really need to get my butt in bed tonight so I can get up at a decent time and be teacher. And I know if I don't go to bed, I'll end up just staying up all day and all night because regardless, we got to do school with or without sleep. And I already know I'm going to get frustrated with the school tomorrow, so I know I better get some sleep. Otherwise, they might get the full wrath of me. And that may not be a good thing because I'm already irritated with them. Ozzy, what are you back there meowing about? Well, I appreciate everybody that came in tonight, and I know we saw a lot of new faces in here tonight. That was kind of nice. And hopefully everything will go okay with Burning My Nerves Monday, and I will still be able to go live Tuesday. That is my goal. What was that? Oh, cats are in trouble. But yeah, so fingers crossed, everything will go good Monday and I'll still be able to go live Tuesday as planned. If not, I will post something in the group letting you guys know if for some reason I can't go live, but I don't see why I wouldn't be able to because like I said, I can sit in my bed with my tray table and I can go live from there and diamond paint. So I should be okay. We shall see though. But have a good night, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Get me something to eat. Have a good rest of your week. And good luck to all you moms doing homeschool because Lord knows we're all going to need it. I will see y'all next week. Thank you so much.